to Wonderful Wednesday. For today's English lesson, I'm not going to be talking for very long because in your main activity, there's a little bit of an investigation that I'd like you to do whilst you are writing. First of all, of course, I would like you to practice some handwriting, and the word that I'd like you to practice writing today is the word crawl. Crawl. And I'd like you to write it 3 times for me, nice and neatly. If you've got the worksheet, you can do it on the top. If you've not, that is a-okay, and you can just do it in your green book or on a bit of paper. The word is crawl. Crawl. And I want you to think about the sounds in those words. We'll be looking at that word in phonics this afternoon. Just to recap, the past tense. So the past tense shows that something has happened, and it's usually the verb in the sentence which gives us the clue. So I just wanted to show you this again. Verbs in the past tense sometimes end in ed. Most of the time they end in ed, like the ones on the screen now. And sometimes if we've got a word like cry, that's in the present tense, I would remove the y, put an I and add ed to show that yesterday he cried. And today we're going to be focusing on the past tense when we're writing. Now, I would really like it if you are able to do this job. If you're not able to do it, it's okay. But on the BBC website, there is something called Super Movers, and there are lots of songs that help you remember different pieces of information. So if you're able to pause this video now and go to www.bbc.co.uk/teach/supermovers/Key Stage 1, and then there's an English verb tenses video with Karim and Hacker, and they have a really good song to help us remember the present and the past tense. If you're not able to do this now, that's okay. You could look at it another time, but I just wanted to draw your attention to it because it's actually quite fun. You can get up and you can dance and join in with the actions. So it's the Key Stage 1 English verb tenses with Karim and Hacker. The first part of your main activity, if you've got the worksheet, you could do it on there. If you've not, you can write this in your green book. I just want you to finish my sentence. It says, if something is in the past tense, If something is in the past tense, you could say, has already happened. If something is in the past tense, it has happened. I'd like you to write that sentence in your book. Okay, here is the main activity for today, and here is why I said I'm not going to be talking for very long, because I have chosen some past tense verbs from the Twits, the story that we're reading at the moment. And what I would like you to do is use these words in a sentence. They could be a sentence about the Twits, or they could just be a sentence that you've made up yourself. But there's some of the words on there that you might need to find out what they mean first. For example, the word, I can see this one here, wretched. This is a word that Mr. Twit uses to describe the birds. So you might need to look at what that word means before you use it in a sentence. And this is a really good chance now to develop our vocabulary and to think about different words that we use in our writing. So what I would like you to do is on the worksheet or in your green book or on a bit of paper, I'd like you to have a go at using each of these words in a sentence. It could be about the Twits, or you could just write your own sentence. I really don't mind. What I'm looking for is that you are using those words in the past tense to explain that something has already happened. Some words you might already know. I can see the first 3 down the first column, used, tired and whispered. I know everyone could use those in a sentence. Write as many as you can, use as many as you can, and I can't wait to read through them. Happy writing, boys and girls.